This is Robert Kraft, and I'm your host on SNN Network, and also the host of the upcoming Planet MicroCap Showcase virtual event happening April 21st to 23rd, 2020. Not in Vegas anymore, but on www.planetmicrocapshowcase.com. Now, I have a very special guest today to help me through, and really all of us through, how to participate in a virtual event. I know some of you have maybe participated in a few here or there, especially since everything that's happened with the coronavirus pandemic. But, today joining me, I have Brian Balbirnie. He is the CEO of Issuer Direct Corporation, and he's here to walk us through their conference software platform, which we're using for the Planet MicroCap Showcase Virtual Investor Conference. Brian, thank you for joining us today. And I couldn't appreciate you more for doing this.
Bobby, thank you very much. I'm glad to be a part of this, and hopefully we'll be able to teach some folks how to use this platform, how easy it really is at Planet MicroCap, and all the way from registration to booking meetings and watching companies present.
Oh yeah, no, this is for me. I know others, this is new to their platform, but this is for me right now. And then hopefully, some of my genius questions are things that we can answer for as many of us as we possibly can.
Absolutely.
So to start off, let's go soup to nuts, starting off with how to register, and then we'll go from there.
Yeah, it's easy. Registration is easy. All you need to do is have a valid email. We'll use one that we like here at Issuer Direct. It's called We Care. Simple email registration. You're going to pick a password, hopefully something that you will remember. And you're then going to decide who you are, right? And how you're going to take care of this. And obviously it's going to be a virtual event now. So you want to select your participation level and easily click through and identify who you are. If you're an investor, a representative, or a company, in this case today, I'm going to suggest that I'm an investor. You continue through, and you're going to then be set up to be able to pick meetings. And today, because Bobby hasn't published all of the schedules that are available, we want to then say that I'm available for this time slot as an investor. And you'll see why in a few minutes as we go through the rest of the demo. Your additional attendance, there are things that you're going to be able to do. These keynotes are very important, and you're going to want to pick them. You're going to want to be able to take part in this, and it's really important to do that so we can reserve the space and available. So I'm going to select a few today as I scroll through the page. And on the next day, I'm then presented with a significant amount of more opportunities. I'll select 3 of them. Heck, why don't I select all? Make it easy. Click continue. Now what I want to do is I want to tell the platform a little bit about who I am. I'm just going to call myself Demo, and I'll give myself my normal title and my phone number so you all know it by now, I'm sure. Pick my time zone. I can upload my picture here, but for today, I won't do that because you get to see Bobby and I's face in this video here today. And then my organization name, right? The name of my company, not symbol, but just type in your full company name. And then you're going to go ahead and pick your organization type, right? Whatever you are. In this case, I'm going to say I'm an investment firm. And that is my URL. And my description you can populate either now or later. A lot of this information you don't have to do today. You can skip by it, but wherever you see the red asterisks, that means it's required.
And Brian, real quick on this, let's say if I'm a private investor or I just don't even want to say the name, is it much simpler for them to just put in investment firm? Let's say if they are an investor, put in investment firm, and then they can make up a name for their organization just to, because they're a private investor and, and they might not have a company.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay. And a lot of this can be gone back later and changed easily. Same with the organization, same with locations. You want to go ahead and put your address in here. In this case, I'm going to pick where I'm at, right? And select some additional information and areas of interest, which is very important. This will help the meeting scheduling happen a lot easier, right? The matchmaking algorithms that are here match areas of activities with companies that are presenting. Financial services and healthcare, maybe 2 that I do. And I'll just type in an organization name, just leaving it as here for the time being. I'm going to ignore that. And now all of a sudden I've built my platform. It is simple and is easy. So now everybody knows who I am. I get to see an opportunity to re-edit my profile, as we talked about earlier, It's easy to go back and do that. I can add organizational questions. I can manage my account settings. Everything can be done easily from this one platform. The good news about it is it's mobile friendly, tablet friendly, and desktop friendly. So no matter where you are, you can take part in Planet MicroCap very easily, even with our mobile app that you can download to do it for you.
Now, Brian, let me go in real quick and activate your profile so that you can move about the cabin.
Thank you.
You have been activated.
Wonderful. So as you see, as I get to the schedule, we're taking a look at what's available today at Planet MicroCap, knowing that this is just a demo for today to show you how easy it is. When you come back on the 23rd, you're going to see all of the companies presenting in each one of the tracks. But for today's example, we want to look at Issuer Direct. If I click the link of the company, I'm going to see the profile of the executive that's presenting. I'm going to see their bios, their market caps, and I can actually send a request to make a meeting with them. I could send them a direct message from the platform, and I could view the historical messages of what I've maybe perhaps done with this company in the past. Very simple, very easy. If I go back to the schedule, and let's suggest that it's now 10:20, and we wanted to watch the webcast for Issuer Direct, we would just click the link, view webcast, and it's going to open up our platform, and it's going to show the webcast for that company. We don't need to do that today because you're obviously going to get an opportunity to see this company present and others, but as to how easy it really just is to be able to see schedules and see presenting companies and gain access to information.
And real quick follow-up on that, Brian. If you're already signed in on your account on planetmicrocapshowcase.com, do you have to re-register to listen to each new webcast, or can you one-time registration and then you can go through each one as they're live?
Yeah, ecosystems are wonderful for that. You come in once, you're registered, you're there. You can kind of, as your point, move about the cabin all day long and do everything that you absolutely want just with that one login.
Perfect. Okay.
We'll continue a little bit. Send a meeting message, right? I want to meet. And sending a message to somebody to request a meeting one-on-one is really important. But maybe this character, Issuer Direct, this Brian guy, he doesn't know who I am as the investor, right? And Brian Demo, right, the investor, should want to type a message to him. And that's what you'd use this box for. It just tells him, hey, we've never met before. I'm interested in the company, and here's who I am. Then Brian, the company, the executive, is going to get that meeting request in his platform, and he'll be able to accept that meeting or not, depending on his schedule. It matches those algorithms in this platform to say what I, as the investor, am available compared to what the executive was. And that's really important because earlier in the process, we talked about the scheduling and where I'm available. Excuse me. And where I said, let's pick all these dates and times, I've then basically told the platform, here's when I'm available. And if any one of those time slots matches, Brian's going to accept the meeting. It will automatically be booked. And my agenda in the top navigation will show everything that I've got going on for both days of the event. That easy. All right, from the navigation at the top as the schedule pages that we're on, you can hit the agenda. And this is something you're going to want to look at, right? Over the next couple of days of the event, you're going to see company presentations, keynote presentations, and networking and other events going on. So this navigation is important for you. It will refresh the page below and show you all the things that are going on, just as you see here today, just as the example. Really super easy to go through the navigation, to see presenting companies, to see the schedules, to look at all of the companies that are there that are not necessarily set schedules, and to manage your agenda and one-on-one meetings when they begin to happen. So if meetings happened, they would show up here, and then we could go view and do all of that together. Bobby and I are going to come back in another demo sequence. We're going to show exactly what's going on between me now, Brian, the company, and an investor to show you what it looks like and how one-on-one meetings will happen.
Okay, so we just went through the experience as an investor or a general attendee to the event. So now this is for when you're going to be registering as an issuer. So Brian's company, Issuer Direct, also happens to be a presenting company at the conference. So now he's going to take us through the entire process from registering his company and then the experience of an issuer at the virtual conference. Brian, floor is yours.
Thanks, Bobby. Yeah, right. Welcome again, folks. Click the login. Again, as Bobby said, I'm no longer Brian Demo. I'm now Brian Balbirnie. So I'm going to log into my platform, and I'm going to be presented the same thing as an investor, right? I'm going to look at my profile, have the ability to manage my profile. Speaking to the issuer community, it's important, your company representatives. You could add individuals here, right? Everybody knows Angie. She's a representative of Issuer Direct, but I could add any of the individuals from Hayden IR, which is our IR firm, to be here as well. So they could see my schedules and my agendas and manage everything. I also can manage all of my one-on-one meetings and look at that here. So today I've got a couple of meetings. One is already requested and one is already booked. So if we focus on the book meeting, this is where you and I, as investors and presenting companies, in a typical fashion of going to this event, took around our agendas from table to table or room to room and met, sat down and had our meetings. Today, obviously, that's not going to happen for the next several months, but we've been able to design a platform with our partners and our conference organizers to be able to put this in a one-on-one way virtually, where if I click this meeting and it says it starts in 7 minutes, I'm going to be able to meet with Jenna. I'm going to see her. She's going to see me. We're going to hear each other, and I'm going to be able to share my screen with her. These are the types of the things that you're going to be able to get with our platform, whether you're in the comfort of your office, your home, or regardless where you are on your mobile phone or your desktop, you're going to be able to do these things. It's as simple as one click. It opens up the platform. You want to allow your camera. Obviously, you'd like to be seen because I think it's really important, just as if you would in any other way. Now, just know that what Bobby and I are doing today is we're recording this so that we could present how easy this is. But now I'm also going to do a meeting. So it's like a video and system inside a video system. So just understand that that is the way it works. Now, because I'm here early, Jenna's not here. So now you're seeing me in two areas, which is kind of creepy. But in 6 minutes, Jenna's going to show up and we're not going to stay for the 6 minutes. I think everybody gets it. I can turn off my camera if I so choose. I can turn it back on. It's really easy. What would happen when Jenna starts, or when she shows up rather, is like any other screen or audio system that you folks have been using today, whether it's GoToMeeting, Skype, Teams, Microsoft, Zoom, or anything else. It's the same way. We're accustomed to this world now, right? We're going to share an ability to see each other and talk just like we're at an event. And I'm going to be able to show you my screen. So the good news for some companies that are presenting this way is I'll be able to show you my PowerPoint, and I'm going to be able to show you my desktop and maybe take you for a ride of my actual platform. You get to see the technology of some of these companies, get to see the service offerings in a very different way. So very simple, very easy. Don't want to keep you here for 6 more minutes to wait for Jenna, but this is how simple and easy it is.
Real quick, had a couple frequently asked questions that I want to cover here as well, because this is new, and I'm very excited to roll this out for Planet MicroCap. But one question that's come up is, especially right now in quarantine, there's going to be people logging in from multiple different computers. Will people be able to access the video conferencing? Let's say it's 2 representatives from the company, or let's say it's 2 investors that want to be part of the singular meeting. Will everybody be able to video conference in for that meeting who's scheduled to be in the meeting?
Yeah, the scheduling works. If the company representatives are built into the schedule to be able to be accepting meetings, and the investor the same way, then absolutely, right? Okay. The spirit of the technology is to be collaborative with whoever is at that time ready and available.
Perfect. And also want to make note that, so we're going to be doing this very similar to our in-person event, that all the one-on-one meetings are going to be 30 minutes in length. And Brian, can you speak to how the timer works? I remember in one of our demos a few days ago, Angie showed me that there's going to be a timer I believe in the upper right-hand corner with the half hour. And then when it's about 5 minutes left, then it's green, and then the box turns red when there's 5 minutes left.
Exactly right. Can't miss it, right? So the whole screen, if you envision, is going to be me and Jenna, which is this individual we were going to have the meeting with. There absolutely will be a timer. It gives you the visualization. It's just like presenting it at the Planet MicroCap, and somebody stands in the back of the room and holds the sign up and said 5 minutes, except that's going to go red, as Bobby said, and you're going to be able to see that timer count down. And that's that 30-minute presentation, 30-minute meeting. Be the same way. You'll be able to see those timers throughout the entire process.
Perfect. And then the meeting automatically shuts off once the timer runs out, correct?
Yes. So it gives you an opportunity. Now, the good news about it is, because everyone's in the platform, if people want to rebook another meeting later, they can go and grab another meeting slot with somebody else to finish up, because sometimes these one-on-ones, although very productive, sometimes you need a little more than 30 minutes.
And also make sure, because it's a 30-minute cutoff, make sure you exchange your your respective information right off the bat. Okay, so show your business card, whatever it is. Just make sure that you exchange your emails, phone numbers for your follow-up after the 30-minute meeting. Okay.
Good point. It's a very good point.
All right, Brian. So this meeting just started. So you want to join meeting and show everybody how it looks?
Yeah, I'm a couple of minutes late to meet Jenner. Obviously, this is a demo, so I'll hit the start meeting button and I'll allow my microphone and my video. So now we were able to join the meeting, and obviously it's not Jenner, but it's Bobby. It's Bobby and I again, because we're just playing the roles of what these meetings look like. Really super easy, right? Bobby sees me, I see him. Audio is wonderful quality, video is quality perfect. And as we were talking about earlier, in the top right-hand corner is this meeting time. It tells you how long it ends. And to what Bobby was saying earlier, that green will turn red when you're down to the 5-minute mark. Really super easy. Now, if we're fortunate enough to have the meeting done inside the 30 minutes, you can quickly hit the end meeting button. It will take you back to your agenda, get yourself a glass of water or another cup of coffee, and get right on to the next meeting. Simple as that.
So Brian, what you just did is you ended the meeting. And so let's say you had another meeting coming up, you would just go right back onto this page and click start meeting and go from there.
Yeah, absolutely. When you end the session, you close the browser tab and the second tab always remains there. So your agenda is always going to be behind you throughout the day. So to Bobby's point, every time you finish a meeting, whether you use the entire 30 minutes or you close the session within a minute or two left, you're always going to return back to this page to hit the next green button for start session and meeting. You may arrive before the other participant, and if you do, just hang tight. You'll hear a beep when they join, and you'll see their screen and hear their voice.
Perfect. Okay. So, I mean, is there anything else that you would say from an issuer side of things that you get asked all the time? You know, this is our chance. This is our FAQ section. So is there anything else that has come up? I pretty much covered all the questions that I know I've gotten asked over the years and recently for the virtual, but is there anything else that, you know, some helpful tips or tools that they can look at?
Yeah, a lot of times companies, right, presenting individuals will always ask about the company representatives tab and how and what it really means, right? It's really important to add every individual that could be or should be attending the virtual event. And that's your IR representatives. Obviously, me being the CEO, my counterpart, Steve, my CFO, may join some meetings, may not. Steve should be registered here to be sure that he has the option. And Steve and I both can take meetings independently or as a group together. So it's important to not just assume that that could happen, but each one of those individuals are registered for that. And then you can edit the representatives as the administrator. And as the person or the organizer of your company, you want to be able to do that. I want to give Angie the ability to impersonate me, to see my schedules, to download the agendas. Super, super important to do that. That doesn't mean that during the 2-day event in a virtual way that our team's not going to be here to support you. We will be, but the technology is super easy. Adding as many people as possible as your representative that are involved in that 2-day event with you is super important. And the button is easy. Add representative, very simple to do.
Perfect. I think that pretty much covers it. I mean, is there any parting takes that both from an attendee standpoint and from an issuer standpoint when they're going in to register or using the one-on-ones or when they see the schedule or anything like that? Any final takes?
Yeah, I think it's what's important, as you know, Bobby, right, is the world that we are today for right now is not much different in the sense of what these interactions need to be, right? I show up the day of the meeting or the day of the event physically. Your teams are kind enough to check me in and give me my agenda. I get an email the night before, you send me my agenda. This system's not going to be much different. You guys and gals are going to wake up that morning, you're going to have your agenda in your email, you're going to log in, and everything is going to be there. So in that sense, not much is changing. Hopefully, we'll be able to come back and do these events in a very physical way and in a virtual way, because I think it's very important to have a combination of both. So just keep that in mind, have your emails handy. The night before and the morning of, you'll get all the information directly from Planet MicroCap.
Perfect. Well, with that, Brian, thank you so much for doing this. I really appreciate you taking the time to walk us through the entire virtual platform. It's so easy, so simple. And if you have any questions on what to do, please feel free to shoot me an email at rcraft@snnwire.com. And/or Brian, who should they contact from Issuer Direct just in case there's any issues?
Easy. Angie's entire team is available. Support at issuerdirect.com. They'll be able to help you as well.
Perfect. All right. With that, Brian, have a great weekend and happy Easter, right? Happy Easter. It's a holiday weekend.
Happy Passover, happy Easter, and go love that baby, my friend.
Thank you very much, man. Have a good one.
Take care.